Welcome to Virtual CB1A. This is Miss Rena, and this is week 4 of Mathematics in the Modern World. We are going to continue our discussion on the problem solving, and for today's topic, we will focus on deductive reasoning. Of course, we will start with the learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, you were expected to understand deductive reasoning and solve problems using deductive reasoning. So this is the story of the blind woman part 2. Of course, we are going to start our discussion again with a story. So do you still remember the blind woman? Well, she is out again exploring around. But she realized that making generalizations out of observations can sometimes give her a wrong idea about the things around her. For example, when she generalized that all cats are black because all the cats she saw on her way back home are black. Well, she used inductive reasoning there. Her conjecture was found out to be false. Well, she went back to the park again and she decided to go bird watching. She noticed that all birds have feathers. When she went home, her boyfriend told her that he prepared fried chicken for dinner. The blind woman doesn't know what a live chicken looks like. Kasi nga, di ba, bago pa lang yung mata niya. So, hindi niya alam kung ano yung itsura ng chicken. Still fascinated by birds, she asked her boyfriend, "Hey babe, are chickens birds?" He answered, "Yes babe, chickens are birds." The blind woman came up with an idea. Chickens must have feathers. So she told her boyfriend what she is thinking. She said, "Hey babe, if all birds have feathers and chickens are birds, then chickens have feathers." Instead of confirming whether the blind woman's conjecture is true or false, he showed her a photo of a chicken. Yan. So, nakakita na ng chicken si blind woman for the first time. Buhay na chicken. After looking at the photo, she noticed that she is right. It has feathers. He agreed that she is logically correct and they lived happily ever after. The end. Okay, now let's relate the story to mathematics. The blind woman used another type of reasoning for making generalization. The method that she used is called deductive reasoning. Now, what do we mean by deductive reasoning? It is the process of making specific conclusions based on general principles or premises. Now, you might ask, what is a premise? It is a previous statement or proposition from which another is inferred or follow as a conclusion. It is the process of reasoning from one or more statements to reach a logical conclusion. Let's have an example. From our earlier story, for statement 1, all birds have feathers. For statement 2, chicken is a bird. Both of these are premises. And then for the conclusion, chickens have feathers. In deductive reasoning, we follow some steps to arrive with a logically correct conclusion. The first step is all A is B. This is the premise. For the second step, we have C is A. This is another premise. And finally, for C, mali to, hindi to premise. Ano to? Then C is B. This is the conclusion. Alright, now, lagyan natin ng steps yung statements natin from earlier. Di ba meron tayong premise, conclusion. All birds have feathers. Sabi natin, all A is B. So our A is birds. All birds is B, have feathers. Now we have statement 2, chicken is a bird. Nag-insert tayo ng panibagong element which is C, and C is A. A is bird. For the conclusion, chickens have feathers. Remember that C is chickens and have feathers is our element B. Therefore, C is B. This is the process for deductive reasoning. Okay, now let's check for validity. An argument is valid if the truth of the premises logically guarantees the truth of the conclusion. For example, all even numbers are divisible by 2. 8 is even. Conclusion, 8 is divisible by 2. What is A from this part? So, all A are B. So, all even numbers are divisible by 2. This is B. Now, for our next premise, 8 is even. 8 is a new element. We are going to call this C. And then, even, C is A. And then finally, we have the element C is divisible by B, and C is B. Okay, I hope I was able to make it clear at this point. Another example, ito siguro familiar na to sa inyo. Usually si Socrates yung ginagamit dito na pangalan eh. All men are mortal. Rene is a man. Therefore, Rene is mortal. Now, this will count as your recitation for this week. Let's try. Let's assume that all premises are true. You have to make a logically valid conclusion. Number 1, statement 1, all counting numbers are positive. Statement 2, 3 is a counting number. You have to make a conclusion. I will post the instructions on your Google classwork. Please check it out. So that will be it for today. I hope you learned something from our discussion. And I'll see you on Monday, hopefully. Bye!